I don't reach 1 million people. Sometimes I don't even reach 1,000 people. But this is a platform and I want to use it for good. I think I have a responsibility to do so. Today I want to talk about mental health. This won't be a super upbeat video, nor really much about video games, but it will be about happiness, and that is in the title of this series, really. There is a mental health crisis, only compounded by the state of the world right now. Those of us who are trying to stay safe for the sake of others bear an even larger burden due to those who throw caution to the wind. This hopeless, lonely feeling is rough for anyone. On Friday, I will turn 29 years old, 1 year away from the dirty 30. I'll be celebrating alone, at home, with a birthday candle sticking out of a burrito I ordered off Uber Eats. While I'm still young, I'd like to share what I've learned about the world so far. Maybe it'll help you. Happiness is fleeting, and especially so for people like me. It's very tricky to quantify. If you're like me, you're always chasing that next high, whether that's in business, social settings, in games. This is the cost of constantly striving for more. When you want more for yourself, more for others, more for your family, more for the world, every step backwards feels like a fall down a mountain. I've always held a lot of disdain for the notion of, while you're sleeping, I'm grinding. It implies that the more hours you put into something, the better you'll do. This is demonstrably false. You know what you do need? Luck, money, friends, brains, beauty, luck. There's a horrible culture, especially in North America, where money comes before everything else. Success is tied directly to wealth, when really, success should be tied to happiness. What makes you happy? Are you truly content with how you spend your time? Will you look back fondly and not have regrets? Create art. Yesterday, art is all-encompassing. It could be painting, it could be photography, it could be coding. Creating art elevates your mind in a way that nothing else does. There's something profound about painting a picture that no one else will see. You don't need to share it with the world. It doesn't matter how many likes it gets. Just create it. Play games off stream. Streamers and content creators find this really hard, but I think it's incredibly important. You don't need to share every game you're playing. Pick a title, and that one title you never stream. You never create content for. It becomes this happy escape. It's about you time. You can play it with friends or alone, but just disconnect from that grind. Disconnect from the spotlight. It'll do you good. And you'll appreciate the game even more. You'll appreciate the art even more. Find a hobby. And yeah, haters gonna hate. Gaming is a completely valid hobby, but treat it as such. If you're only working while you're gaming, it's not really a hobby anymore, is it? Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the art that hundreds of people have helped create. Acknowledge that. You don't need to tell a soul about your hobby if you don't want to. Just do it. Have fun. Learn something. Not everything needs a like button, and it doesn't matter if Rebecca got more likes than you. This is something that I've been struggling with. For the majority of my life, I've been an online personality. I've been connected 24/7, sharing everything. And last year, something clicked in me. It was like I was pulled out of the matrix and shown that everything was a lie. My ego, for years, was on this downward trend where I needed validation for everything. If a video wasn't well received or, got bad reviews, I would sometimes just delete it. I have tons of videos that I never released because, I was afraid of what other people would think about it. I learned that no matter who you are in the influencer space, there's always someone new. There's always someone younger, more attractive, better at what they do that's going to come along and people will just forget about you. You get chewed up and spit out by this algorithm machine that loves a new up-and-comer and actively suppresses people who take breaks. Remember when I said that while you're sleeping, I'm grinding notion was crap? Well, it's true sometimes, just not in any human emotion empathetic way. You sacrifice so much to make it big on these platforms that, more than anyone realizes. And is it worth it? Seeking validation in the form of big view counts is just toxic. And those view counts equal dollar signs. It all comes back around to money. If you're looking to become a streamer or content creator, set some personal goals. Don't go into it wanting to make $1 million or be the biggest streamer in the world. A, it's not going to happen. And B, it does no good for you when you don't reach that goal. If you want to talk money, think how much you'd want to make a month to live comfortably in your current state. Don't go nuts in how much it would cost to live with a Lamborghini in a mansion. Right now, how you live. How much do you need to make a month to live comfortably? And that is our world. You do need to make money, unfortunately. But, not just the money angle. Seek happiness. Do it because you want to do it. Stream because it's fun to you. Create content to create content. Your success should be your happiness. If your video gets new views, it really doesn't matter. If you were proud of what you created, that is what matters. And anyone with half a brain, when they see that video, will see that. Something else I learned recently, therapy is awesome. I always had this aversion to therapy. Like I saw a therapist as this caricature, with a note board that would just be, asking simple questions like, how does that make you feel? And I would find myself getting frustrated with that. That couldn't be farther from the truth, of course. We need to normalize therapy. Mental health is so important. You go to the dentist for your teeth. You go to the optometrist for your eyes. You go to the therapist for your mind. If you're struggling in even the tiniest way, everyone is. And if you don't acknowledge that you're struggling in some way, you're missing it. I truly believe that. It's the human condition. Do some Googling, find a therapist in your area, give it a shot. It'll change your life for the better. It'll help you understand yourself. Try it. You will be happier. When I had this ego check last year, it changed my perception of everything. The person who I used to be, was blinded by ego in this like alcohol-induced haze. I started forming regret after regret of who this person was that I don't even recognize anymore. How I treated other people, how I thought of other people, how I didn't think of other people. And I don't just attribute this to age. I genuinely believe this YouTube, Twitter, algorithm, follower, seeker machine caused all this. From too young of an age, it made me reckless. I now feel like I'm picking up these pieces and trying to figure out who I am. So let's start fresh. Hi, I'm Dan. People online call me Greenskull. Happy Monday.